This week on True Bloods, we are flat, but we've rocked up, and hopefully the boys do this week too. Clarko?
Is this the most one-eyed podcast?
It's what we're here to do. There is only one side in this competition. It's game-changing.
It's absolutely game-changing,
Exactly.
Deeble.
Riddle me that,
Yeah,
mate.
riddle me that, Deeble. Do you remember?
It's what we're here to do.
This is True Bloods, the number one independent Sydney Swans fan podcast, and we are back in the AFL Today studio to talk about the season-ending loss to the Giants, the upcoming clash against the Dons, and everything else Sydney Swans. Joined, as always, by the one and only Madison Clarko. How are you, buddy?
I love how Clarko's just kept on keeping on.
Yeah, it's one of my dubs for the year. There's no
for
doubt
sure.
about that.
You've had a few dubs.
Yes. And there's been a few L's in there too,
There's
my
been
friend.
a few L's. Hey, that's life.
That
Peaks,
is.
Peaks and troughs, my boy.
Correct.
That's okay. I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, well, lucky you.
Lucky me. I was getting bucketed down in
Yeah,
snow.
before we jump into it, let's get a bit of a feel for Clarko's
Sure.
weekend.
Now, I'm not in any way, shape, or form a camper. You may sort of get a sneaking suspicion that I don't often like to remove myself from my comfort zone.
Yes.
I think that's fair to say.
For
I
sure.
think that's being self-aware.
Yep.
I have a friend, Daniel. who
Shout out,
is-
Dan.
Shout out, Dan Smith.
Smithy.
Rabubi on Instagram if you want to head over and give him a follow. Not even an influencer, just on Instagram. He is an avid camper and outdoorsman. He's sort of gone to Everest all through sort of, Kathmandu, things like that.
Sure.
right?
So there's a bit of a base camp.
Real sort of
base
operator.
camp out
Yeah,
there for him.
He has climbed many a mountain
Sure.
in his time.
Right.
And so when I went with him, you may recall last year, there was an unfortunate incident you may recall. But that was, it's camping in absolute style. So I went again, this time in the snow, felt very prepared. I was nice and warm, and I said, beautiful. There's no reception. This is in Tambaretha in the Vic High country.
Tambaretha. Shout out to the people of
The good people
Where
of
is it?
Tambaretha.
Tambaretha.
Yeah,
Shout out.
That'll be, so that was fantastic. And I managed to wander into a particular field with my Vodafone phone reception. And I just got one bar at about 1:30 in the morning on Saturday. And I managed to sort of see a very, very happy Finn Callahan on the front of the AFL app. And I said, that's our season over.
Yes.
Which is flattening.
It is, mate.
But, I mean, this is the first time we've been in a situation since we've been doing this pod, I think, where the season's been over at this point.
Oh, yeah. Well, since what, 20?
Not COVID.
Yeah, we're not
counting
true.
COVID.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So it's a long time in between drinks to where these upcoming 5 games don't count for much, and the 4 points probably only put you back further in your development.
Correct.
If you're frank with what's going on.
Yes.
So yeah, look, it's a different kettle of fish that we find ourselves with.
It's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game, Clarko. There is no game 7. It is all over.
That's it.
So
What the hell?
It's pack up and play the kids. Look, I don't know if it's that drastic, and I'm not too sure whether we'll see that, but it's definitely an opportunity to see what this list is made of. It's definitely somewhere where we've got to question what's going on this year. I think there are some answers to what's going on, but in the manner of Friday night, conceding 11 consecutive goals for the second time this year. I've got some stats on conceding goals if you want me to head through them.
I'd love you to head
Clarko.
through it. I mean, there's, Gold Coast rings a bell.
Yep.
And Melbourne rings a bell as well.
So that's the biggest thing to take out of the weekend, isn't it? Just not being able to stem momentum. It's
fucked.
And it's been a theme
Yep.
all year, right? So I was just sitting there at the desk at the big lockery That's
the lockery.
at the lockery, Clarko.
I like
So
that.
you've got your big fours and you've got your big lockeries,
Yeah,
right? So I was
sure.
sitting there today and I was like, geez, AD's been pulling some stats out of his ass, so I
Yep.
better do that too. So consecutive goals conceded by the Schwannies this year.
Schwannies.
So 4 in a row. We've done that amazingly twice in 2 games, right? I don't know how to say that, but against the D's and the Dogs, we conceded 4 goals on 2 separate
You
occasions.
said that absolutely
right?
correctly. Yes.
And also the Hawks, the Pies, and the Dons game conceded 4 goals in a row.
So that's 4 goals. Unbelievable.
Right? We've got 5 goals in a row against Port Adelaide, and then we've got a huge gap in between. We have conceded 11 goals in a row against the Gold Coast and the Giants, and somehow we've conceded 12 goals in a row against Adelaide. Right?
Jesus.
So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. That's more than nearly half a season where we've conceded huge amounts of goals in a row and we have not been able to stem momentum.
Yep. And it's fascinating, isn't it?
It is. It's a massive concern that even with I've got my theories to why it's happened so bad. But even
Deebs, we've got an hour or so. I reckon you can probably just rattle off some
I
theories.
think it does come down to a lot of structure, right?
Yep.
The clean goes down in the first minute, right? That throws everything out a little bit. Not having a second ruck. You've got Jack Buller in there rucking it when Grundy's having a rest. It did feel like Grundy was off probably a lot more than he probably has been in the past couple of weeks. That's just something I sort of noticed. And then you lose Hamling at the start of the third quarter as well. Francis has to go back. You've literally got no one in front of the ball. We got to half forward and it was just nothing there.
Yep.
Bombing it in, no one to make a contest. They were playing numbers behind the ball. Then they just transitioned and worked it forward.
Because I was going to say, a lot of those, you look at those runs that teams got on us in terms of, unanswered goals. If you look at what our issue's been, structurally, we've always said, without a Marty there, you're plugging holes everywhere. Especially, even take it back a couple of years. There is a large Paddy McCartan-shaped hole down in the back 6 that we're still plugging holes with, right? We're a key defender down there. But when Amadi goes out, the way the dominoes have to fall and the way the chess pieces get moved lead to us breaking down at half forward and being unable to score and unable to stop transition.
Yeah, and I just think we were able to deal without Doss for a half because it was all fast transition, pressure styled footy, right? And we swamped them, mate. We were playing awesome footy, high pressure footy, and we should have probably been up by 10 goals. No shit. We take every opportunity in that first half. We're up by 10 goals, and I'm not sure if they peg that back. And I don't know if it goes like it does, but it does. The structure and the pressure we've been put under with our tools this year has led to a lot of the issues that we've had on field. And I'm, in a way, I'm glad that it's like that because I don't think everything's rubbish with us at the moment. I think there's a lot of good parts to what's going on, but I think it's clear structural issues and not enough tools fit that has led to the demise of this side this year.
Yep, I tend to agree. And tools don't grow on trees, do they? You can't there's not many teams that are just going down into the twos and plucking out a key position player. And we're in the same situation with even less
We
depth.
were so lucky last year with how healthy we were, and you had Joel Hamling playing forward in the VFL because they had no tools.
Yep.
Right? There's no one up and coming
Yep.
through the twos. Where that's where we're lacking on our list, and I'm sure it's going to be addressed in the off season. Like I'm pretty positive about it. But does that excuse for the capitulation that was that second half?
Well, it's a reason for it.
It's a reason.
I think there's a couple of reasons for it. And I honestly think
it doesn't excuse it, Faithful. Don't part that any other way. It does not excuse it, but it is a reason.
Yeah. No, reasons aren't excuses.
That's right.
right? Reasons don't necessarily have to be excuses. And we're not excusing it because it's unforgivable to just let the damn wall open like that and just lay down, fold like a bloody a wet piece of paper and just allow GWS to do what they wanted with us. And let's just talk about Toby Green for a second, because this is what I think is, in part, is where we're not up to it at the moment. And that is, where is our edge? I strongly believe, without Papley, I think I said in my invitation to the party, he's the barometer, right? He's the Energizer Bunny. Without him, where is that edge? Where is that person that niggles, that gets into the not only just physically on field, but gets into the minds of opposition players?
Yeah.
I think we're really, really lacking that bit of see you next Tuesday that GWS have in spades and have always had in spades. If you think about back to that 2016 qualifying final, we got bullied, right? And it goes back to there. They've always had players capable of doing those sort of things. Toby Green, while he costs his team frequently, him and Papley was phenomenal theatre, and we'll talk more about that in the social seg. But playing on the edge is something we don't do at all. And I think it's something that we do need to do to set the tone and get other teams a little bit afraid of playing on us, because I don't think they would necessarily be scared of playing or fear playing us in any way, shape or form.
Yeah, look, and to a degree, that stuff's nearly manufactured, isn't it? It's what intent you go out with, and the intent was there in the first half. There was spot fires all over the field.
It's easy to do that in the first
Yeah,
half. You got to keep that up.
Yeah.
You got to keep that up.
It tailed off completely.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be consistent. It can't be manufactured. It's got to be authentic. It's got to be
See, I would argue with you on the GWS side of things, but
What would you argue?
I just don't think that it's natural to them either.
I think it definitely is.
No, I couldn't disagree more. I think that
How couldn't Toby Green?
It only came good like in that second half. Like they rolled over for a half a footy as well. They were down by 6 goals.
Yeah, but there's just it's more of a vibe. I'm not talking about the way you play.
No,
football,
I'm talking about
right?
the niggle.
I'm talking about the niggle.
Yeah, I think you don't want to be relying on those things. And when it doesn't come off, you look like a dickhead.
Well, this is the thing with Papley,
Yeah.
right? This is the thing with Papley. I don't really care about looking like a dickhead. We don't have an edge.
Yeah.
What Toby did to Heaney, I'd like us to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I want that. I want there to be an element of toughness.
Yeah, 100. I'm with toughness, but I don't think we agree on a Toby Green edge. He's cooked that on the weekend, right?
He's absolutely cost them.
Yeah.
He's absolutely cost them.
But I understand your sentiment, but I wouldn't use Toby Green as the example.
He has cost them far too often for that to be a comparable, for you to look for something comparable. But something along that line, because
what Wicks brings,
what Zach Jones used to bring, right?
Yeah.
But you just need toughness that I think we've just, by virtue of the way our list is, that we've missed out on. But if you look at what happened to Heaney, how many guys? Well, Toby Green should have been absolutely flattened after that.
Yeah.
He was not.
It was quite tough to see if you weren't around the contest.
Sure.
From Essendon, and I think Franger was around there. He sort of pulled Green off. But, yeah, the remonstration thing, like if that went up on the big screen, it should have been a thing to, come out after half-time and, target.
I was so proud of our football club, and this is going to sound a bit cooked. Do you remember when Ryan Clark kicked that goal on Nick Dacos?
Yeah.
And everybody,
Yeah.
that is the fucking Sydney Swans I want, dudes.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I just don't think we're getting it at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. It's
And that I think that toughness comes back to stemming the flow here, because then you're getting these significant amounts of goals kicked on you, and then you simply must. There's no other option, but you simply must look at on-field leadership.
Yeah.
Because who is going, hey, guys, we've had 4 kicked on us. Do we want another one kicked on us?
Yeah.
Do we want another 4 kicked on us?
Yeah.
So let's do this to try and stop it.
Yeah.
How I just don't understand how that we just allow it to happen, and we're so rigid. Because I think Coxie's been really impressive of late, making sort of moves where you need to. So I just don't understand, were things tried and they just didn't work? I mean, maybe you'd have a better understanding than me.
Yeah, look, and it's funny. We talk about it. Maybe we're off the pace. Maybe we're too old, right? And the game's
Maybe we're just buffoons, 2 idiot podcasters who don't know anything. What kind of positive spin are we going to put on it this week?
But like, I was with Scotty at the riser as well.
Love
He
Scotty.
came up in the last quarter, and we were chatting, and we were just like, how do we not just go when the shit hits the fan and you've conceded 6 or 7, right? How do we not go 1-on-1? Why are we still trying to play a zone D?
No one hates a zone more than I do.
They've kicked 9 goals for the quarter, Coxie. It's like they're chopping us up. Every time they go inside 50, they're scoring a goal. It's like that had to change.
But, mate, surely that's after goal number 3.
Oh.
Surely that's after goal number 3. The way it was looking on the bloody mini, the alarm bells were ringing. Surely you go man on man to stem the flow.
Man, I'll just say, is that gone from the game? Or
I don't think so. Mate, whenever we play man on man, we do it well.
It was a lack of a few. You could see the tension and the worry in Coxie's face. He was like, I'm sure they were trying things, but whatever they tried, it completely blew up because we didn't even get close. But the concerning thing is that we had enough talent out there on the weekend. Yeah, there's no structure forward of the footy, right? But you've got an Errol Goulden, you've got a Brodie Grundy, you've got an Isaac Heaney, you've got a Callum Mills, you've got a Nick Blakey, you've got a Chad Warner, and no one was able to step up when it mattered.
And that's a concern.
Mate.
That's about leadership, right?
Yeah. And everyone's prone to a bad game. I understand that. But this has happened 7, 8, 9 times this year where we haven't been able to stem the fucking momentum. And it's cost us. Season dead. A wasted year. With all this talent on this list, it's been wasted, Clarko.
It has. Well, this year's been wasted. It's a lost year.
Yeah.
It's fundamentally a lost year. Now, I mean, we've learnt a couple of things. One, our depth is non-existent. That's something that we've got to work on. It's a big off-season, Deeps. And Ali Habak, finally, you get your wish. 5 weeks ahead of time, 9 weeks ahead of time, we're going to be talking trades. We're going to be talking a lot of trades.
Yeah.
Not going to be much else to talk about. Hey, just a quick one. Just things I took from looking at the mini. I didn't want to watch the mini, Deeps. I really dreaded that.
Yeah.
I was really dreading watching the mini. What the fuck has happened to Chad's confidence having a shot for goal? Do you remember his one?
It's probably too many blokes on the sidelines commenting saying he's too selfish.
But
Too flashy. Tries to do these things, so he tries to do the team thing, and it's gone too far the other way.
But do you remember the one I'm talking about? Mate, he was streaming into the goal and he just squibbed it.
Oh, he dribbled it along the ground when he should have gone there.
He was in two minds. He was looking everywhere else.
He was looking elsewhere. Yeah, I think I do remember that one, running inside 50.
I understand what you're saying, but that's been something that's occurred all year, and that was his bread and butter. No one, and I can tell you this wholeheartedly, Deebs, no one's ever had an issue with Chad having a shot for goal. They have an issue with him taking on players that he shouldn't.
Yeah.
I've never burnt him for having a shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just I don't know why that keeps happening, but he keeps not only missing, but missing badly.
Yeah.
And you kick that goal and things are probably different.
Yeah, it's a decision-making thing. Just take it upon yourself. He even should have, it was like once he got out of contest, taken a bounce, settled, gold.
Our pressure just dropped off immediately after halftime. And it was a really hard watch. We looked slow and we looked short. And obviously we looked short because we were short, fundamentally. We'd lost 2 talls. We were either under pressure or under perceived pressure, and these are all hallmarks of everything going against you. Everything that you are trying to do isn't working when you look under pressure or under perceived pressure.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying we give up, but I just think in those situations, we just allow the floodgates to open, as we've discussed, far too easily, and we keep them open for far too long. And maybe it's the next 5 games, it'll be good too. You can now. It allows you play the kids is reasonable. What else are you going to do now but play the kids and tinker around with the game plan?
Yeah.
You can try things now. You have the ability.
Have to. But from listening to Coxie's post-match presser, it's not the vibe I got, in all honesty. It's sort of like they're going to stick fat with the year, and it's not going to be really rest everyone. I think you'll see a debut or 2. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think it's going to be as drastic as we would probably want to see.
Well, I don't think you have to rest. I don't think you're putting Chad, Errol and Heaney all on in comp. Well, I think there's also a requirement to, just keep ramping up the growth and cohesion of the list, right? You want them playing good. You look at season when Roosie started, the tail end of that year when he was the interim coach, so much momentum for the year after came from that half. And,
that's right.
And
it's a different way to look at it.
Yeah,
sure.
That's you can continue doing your thing, but you can also have a look at a Jesse Detoli, dare I say it, a Ned Bowman.
Yeah.
Right? You have to, because you have to know, okay, A, is this somebody we look at trading? B, is this somebody that we try and get more games in sort of the start of next year as well?
Yeah.
You have to know what you've got. If you don't know what you've got, there's no point having it there. You may as well just delist them.
Yeah, that's right. And that's probably what's happened with the lack of development
because of last
with some
year.
of these young guys, and they've just flicked them.
See, if you do what we've done over the last 4 years, you're meant to have a flag.
Well,
this is the thing.
That's right.
You're meant to have a flag, and you go, okay, we're going to cop not developing these players because we've got a flag.
Yeah,
we don't have a flag.
Yeah. And what's the saying, Clarko? If you do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result,
that's the definition of insanity, Deeps.
That's right. She's got to be changed up slightly, doesn't it?
Yeah, she does. Deebs, Dwayne, when you're getting pumped, Dwayne's no good. Pipe, I love Pipe.
I don't love Pipe.
I do love him. He's hard. Yeah. He's hard work.
Yeah, it feels just like he's sinking the boots in.
Correct,
doesn't it? Yeah.
And it just doesn't feel like that with some other commentators.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's his voice. Too much fucking chocolate in him.
Yeah, too much
milk.
2 liters of milk, Faithful. Nobody should be drinking 2 liters of milk.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Now, look, you look at these guys who played on the weekend. Who's of concern to you at the moment with their current form?
Who's of concern? Matt Roberts is a bit of a concern.
Yep.
He directly impacts giving up goals currently.
I liked last year when he was the guy who had time disposing of the pill. Feels like he's been brought up higher onto the ground, put under more pressure in situations, and I don't think he's handling it very well.
I think we've got to simplify the game for Matt Roberts, right?
Yeah. And I think with that sort of little bit of period where he may have missed a week or 2, played a game in the VFL, and just sort of you lose a bit of confidence in your game. And I think that he's come under pressure a lot, and he dump kicks a lot, if you're being frank.
We really can't afford to have dump kicks.
No.
We shouldn't. I mean, you got maybe a Rowie can do that, but we need to be pinpoint.
Yeah.
Need to be pinpoint.
Yeah, he was the name I had on my lips as well.
Yep.
I think that's been pretty obvious in this back end of the year.
He's got
even when we've been going all right and winning games, I think he's been my point of concern.
He's got some big detractors.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, mate.
It's not ideal, and even I don't know, like Braden Campbell, right? He's sort of built this rep as like the defensive forward in the last 6 weeks. When I just think his ceiling is so much higher than a defensive forward. And people sort of got around him last year and applauded him as a big improver, where I think it was just sort of a case of coming up to AFL standard. And he's a point of concern for me, Braden
For
Campbell.
you.
For mine?
For yours. So point of concern in the role he's playing
Yeah.
or the way
not
that's
necessarily
really,
all on him.
That's not really his fault,
No,
Deebles.
I'm not blaming him. But, fuck, seven touches? One mark? It's just like, Rowie 9 touches? He's
Rowy's, do you know what? Rowy's probably flown under the radar a little bit this year. He's having a pretty average year.
Yep.
Pretty average year.
Yeah. Insane numbers last year. 3rd in the best and fairest last year. I think back-to-back 3rds. He's definitely tailed off this year. There's no doubt, but he's not one I'm questioning how he goes about it or what his role is or anything like that. I just don't think his output's been as good as the past couple of years, but
The only person has been is Brodie Grundy, really.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, because when you're coming off such a low base that we were with all those injuries, I still maintain that if any other club had that amount of injuries to their top end talent, you are going to struggle. I don't care how deep you are.
Yeah.
You're going to struggle.
Yeah, 100%.
I fully maintain and advocate for that fact. I'm not going to sit here and just say, oh, well, there's deeper issues here, list management. There's part of that, but the fact of the matter is there was no other outcome with that cattle of players injured.
I was listening to your mate Hoyne on the way in.
My man Hoyne.
And
nerd.
Back in 24, we were the number 1 rated team for the least amount of games lost through injury.
Of course.
This year, we are the number 18th ranked team. So we have
flipped the
lost
script.
the most amount of games through playing personnel who would have been playing in your best 23.
Yep. Did I not say Jake Stringer would tear us apart?
Yeah, he was a burst player. He was a burst player.
That's all he is.
Yeah, he's the 6th highest rated player in the comp in the last 6 weeks.
But that's all he
It's
is.
berserk.
He'll get 4 disposals, but he'll kick 3 goals.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was good. He's just can do freakish stuff. What's his name? JJ couldn't go with Callahan. He's a player. I'll tell you what, didn't St Kilda just see everything before everyone else did?
Yeah.
Offering him 1.7. He's worth every little bit of that. He's a freak. But yeah, like even Errol having 32 on the weekend, man, he turned it over 8 times.
Yeah.
Like bad turnovers, chucking it on his right. Like he was dump kicking
He really
a little
needs
bit.
to work on his right, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's just put under a bit of pressure, right? Gave away 4 frees as well, Errol.
Freeze against?
Yeah,
Wow.
went high with tackles. It was frustrating watching. But yeah.
What was the vibe like post halftime?
Yeah, it's really bad, mate. Like just wind out of the sails. We've seen this script before. It's why me?
Why me? Why us?
Why us? But look, we were probably been holding on to that little bit of hope for 8 weeks, and when we really knew what was coming, a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
If you're real with yourself,
The Band-Aid's been ripped off.
That's right. But Band-Aid's ripped off, and that means we can begin to heal, though.
We
Clarko.
can. We can.
We're a big healing pod, big wellness pod,
Big wellness pod. Mental health pod.
mental health pod. But
Just quickly, how are we going on time, Alessi? 30.
Wrap it up, class.
Let's wrap it up. I'll come back and I want to talk about Brodie Grundy. Welcome back to True Bloods.
Yes.
I haven't seen you as flat as you are now. I've known you for what?
Long
8
time.
years?
Yes.
I haven't seen you this flat, I don't think. You even weren't. You're pretty bloody flat, mate.
Oh, yeah.
The grand finals aside, you're flat.
Yeah. Look, we found a way to bounce back after grand finals. I suppose it's just the reality of,
The season being over.
yeah, probably a little bit.
Mhm.
You always just hold on to that little bit of hope.
It's the hope that kills you, dude.
It is.
It's actually not. It's not the hope that kills you. It's the hope that keeps you going.
It does. Yeah, we're a big positive spin pod.
How are these idiot podcasters going to put a positive spin on this one?
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the next 5 weeks. But no, at the same time, I'm looking forward to just watching footy and seeing how we can develop some guys and whether we see some different things from the footy club and Coxie.
It'll be good.
We're not going in with any expectations because you don't mind if you drop these games, but as long as the intent
It's all big intent-based pod.
yeah.
Big
As long as the intent's there to
intent-based
try some things and make the most of the development in this last 5 weeks, that's what I'm looking for.
Wholeheartedly agree. Now, we've got a couple of things that we need to do, right?
That's it.
Now, all is not lost, Deebles. Young Deebles. We're going to be okay because what we need to do is we're riding home Mr. Brodie Grundy
That's right.
and putting him into an All-Australian blazer. Do you reckon he's our only one for All-Australian? Is Heaney a shot?
I would have thought so.
Yep, I would have thought so too.
I think Heaney is either on the bench or in that half-forward role. He does it better than anyone else. So
Okay,
I think young Isaac's in there.
I agree. Now, I've taken the liberty of just running a comparison of a few ruckmen that I think are vying for All-Australian spots
Yes.
as a ruck, right?
Yes.
Now, I've done a comparison over the last 10 games because whether Kane Corns wants to admit it or not, there will be an absolute square metric ton of recency bias
That's right.
when it comes to doing this sort of thing.
Yes.
You're not just going to put a Tristan Sherry in there because he had a good 8 weeks of football at the start of the season, Deeps. Now, what I haven't included is Darcy Cameron because we hate wussy boys and we're not worrying about them at all. So we've included Brodie Grundy, Tim English, Ron Marshall.
Roma.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Roma, you reckon?
Roma.
Are you the only person in Australia who's ever used that?
No, St Kilda supporters use it. I
Roma.
believe. Or Ro. Yeah. Oh, maybe I've made it up.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I like it. Anyway,
Get on that. Do you
Go
like that,
on
Alessi?
with the chlorophyll.
Sean Darcy, the Purple Haze,
Yes.
and Max Gawn.
Yes.
Now, in the last 10 weeks, Brodie Grundy leads all comers in hitouts. He is second in clearances. He is third in disposals, but he tops score involvements.
Yes.
And he's just second to Roma in contested possessions, and he leads all comers in goals.
Yes.
Now, marks are the different thing. Didn't quite bring them up.
Yes.
He's improved.
Definitely.
Max Gawn would do more of that.
Yeah.
Now, can there be two in there?
I think so.
I think there will be,
Yes.
and I think it'll be Max and Brodie.
I think so too.
I think Sherry's got to be out of there, right?
I think so. I think Sherry really comes good on your champion data stuff for one reason or another. I think he's rated like the 8th highest player in the competition.
When are we going to
or
be?
something?
When are we going to be fucking done with champion data?
Because
I'm sick of it.
but like Brodie's the best player of the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, but when are we? But it's
We're sick of it.
It's not steeped in reality, right? For Isaac Heaney to come second to a bloody Jordan Sweet
in the wet.
that
down in Tasmania.
fundamentally pokes the biggest hole in this ludicrous and self-serving statistical analysis that we've got here with
Well, do
champion
we
data.
stamp the authority here and we stop using any data.
I think that might be we need to be trailblazers
That's
in this
right.
regard. Do football clubs use champion data?
Yes. All stats are done by champion data.
No, but do they use it when they're looking at things, or do they?
I couldn't tell you.
The AFL app doesn't use champion data. I'll tell you that much, Dave.
But they're the ones who take the stats, whether they crunch them like that.
No,
Champion,
but
champion data is employed by the AFL.
No, of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course, champion data are employed by the AFL. But the stats that you get on Footy Wire, the stats that you get on the AFL app, the stats that you get in Wheelo, I don't know about Wheelo actually, but none of that is champion data. Champion data is closer to sabermetrics than anything else.
I'm pretty sure they're the ones putting the one kick, the one goal.
Really?
Yeah.
Champion data.
Champion data.
It's bizarre.
If you have a look at would you be an Age listener or the Herald, a reader, I should say, or the Herald Sun?
You reckon I'd be an Age reader, do you? Deebs, we're sitting in the fucking Herald and Weekly Times building right here, Deebs.
That's right.
I'd sooner I'd do a lot of other things that I'd prefer to not do before I open up the Age. I'll tell you that, Deebs.
Well, when you're in the big floor flicking through the Herald Sun of a Monday morning,
the Fin Review, you would have
and you've got the Sunday games there, and you've got the stats table there, that's driven by champion data
Yeah,
too.
sure.
So I'm pretty sure any data that he's taken, they are the ones doing it.
Well, I want to take them out.
Yeah.
Champion data, the story behind the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little bit of work on this, Faithful, and I'll come back to you next week because we're going to have a lot of time
A lot
to
of
fill
time
in.
on our hands.
And I'm going to start a campaign against champion data. I'm going to set my little traps.
Hey, Clarko.
But the fact of the matter is,
Don't bite off more than you can chew,
yeah,
Clarko.
I'll set my little traps and I'll find out where. What's he say?
Pointy.
No, chopper.
Chopper. What do you mean?
I'll set my little traps and I'll find out where the leak's coming from. Now,
You've gone over the top of my head with
Oh,
that
buddy.
one. I can't pinpoint
you
that
know when
one.
he's talking to the cops,
Yeah.
and he's trying to figure out who's told them that he's been given a green light to murder people.
Oh, that's right,
it
Mr.
is-
Beasley.
Yeah, no, that's.
He's in H division.
Yeah, he's in
isn't he?
H division.
Mr.
No, remember he's
Beasley.
standing at the bar.
At the bar, yes.
and he pulls his
Yeah,
penis out.
Yes, yes. I'm all over it.
Very good. I just think so. Leads the pack in average hitouts.
Yeah.
Consistently giving our midfielders first use.
Yeah.
And it's been very evident, right? It hasn't been under the radar sort of stuff. It's been very evident. He's been very impactful in terms of us winning games. Impact around the ground, score involvements, goals, shows that he's not just your stoppage guy, right? Contested work rate, top tier, contested possession numbers, showing grunt. This is more than a ruckman, right? I just couldn't be happier with the way he's
Oh,
going.
it's huge output, man.
And he rarely drops below like 18 disposals.
Yeah, he's been impacting. He's been in the game for large periods of time. He's been huge for us. Should we jump into some voices?
Want to.
On your speak pipes. Few here from post game. Anonymous, we'll hear from them.
Come on, Sydney. Come on, boys. Let's get on.
Must have been pre-game.
Let's beat the Giants.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen. Sorry, Anonymous. We got Saundo.
True Bloods, faithful. This is Daniel Saunders from Pennant Hills here. Pretty deflated tonight. You think you've got your head wrapped around the Swans not playing finals, but it fucking stings all the same when it becomes a reality. Just got rolled. Giants got a run on and we couldn't peg back the momentum. The resilience that we showed on many occasions in 2024 just hasn't been there this year. We're good when it's an arm wrestle, but when the team gets 2-3 goals on you, yeah, we found it really hard to peg it back. And it's what happened against the Suns earlier in the year. Yeah, it just hasn't happened for us. Grand final results, we can talk about how much that's affected it all we want, but won't change the fact that that's killed our season, and it's probably for the best if we were going to play that shit football. Good to know now that our season's over with 4 weeks to go. Gives us an opportunity to look at some of the kids, rest some players, send them in for surgery, work out what Coxie needs for a tilt at the flag in 2026. All is not lost. Stick fat, faithful. 2026 is the year. Up the potty, up the schwannies.
Yes, Saundo.
Yes, we are 2 key position players away from a flag tilt next year.
For sure.
I want to be absolutely clear about that. We are ahead of the following teams: Carlton, Melbourne, St Kilda, North Melbourne, Essendon,
Richmond,
West Coast, ahead of all of them.
Yeah.
Light years ahead.
Yeah.
Light years ahead.
Yeah, it's just a few tweaks. It's a few tweaks here and there, and you just hope that we're active and can land someone.
Yes.
There's a lot of chatter about trade this guy, trade that guy. They've got currency. That leaves a lot open to you can't necessarily make someone go somewhere.
It looks in Major League Baseball, right? You get to the trade deadline because you can trade people all season, right? You get to the trade deadline, which is the end of this month, okay? You're going to be in a situation where you're either a buyer or a seller. Where am I on the standings? Can I make playoffs? Am I a shot at a World Series here? Or am I a seller? Am I going to get some currency to go again next year? We're not sellers, right? It's not trade this person, because more often than not, you're not going to get back the same in return when you trade someone.
Yeah.
There's reasons that people, request trades and people trade them is because you're getting rid of Deadwood and you're not going to get that necessarily back. You're not going to get that like for like back.
Yeah.
What we need to look at is people at the end of their contract and sort of shifting the salary cap in terms of getting rid of some particular players and effectively, signing up other players on a big contract. It's not necessarily sell the farm in any way, shape or form.
That's right. Got Mickey Watson over in WA.
Go, boys.
Mads, Deebs, Faithful. It's Mikey Watto from WA. Sending in a quick one. Look, we're all hurt after that. And I think it's a time for all us Schwanny supporters
Schwannies.
to take a quick break from Instagram for just a little bit. Because GWS definitely pay their media team a pretty penny. Either way, boys, bring on next week against the Dons. Maybe we'll get a VFL debut into the forward line. Either way, stick fat faithful, up the potty, go Bloods.
It's fine. Like I don't think the people who really rate the GWS social media, I don't think they're overly au fait with what's called shit posting, Deeps, because this is all very mainstream stuff that they're doing. Okay,
It is, and look,
Jacob Gaynor sort of type operator.
And look, and when you got the best part of 2 years to come up with 2 years of content because we've whacked you 5 times in a row, you'd want it to be good stuff. There was some gold in there. There was some average stuff too. But what goes round comes around.
If they want to be the experts in that, that's fine. I mean, I think we need to probably there's opportunity for us to lift in that department.
Yes.
I think. But I mean, they're just talking about this guy like he's the second coming of Jesus when he can sort of. You've done some better work on our socials this year, Deebs, for mine.
For yours. Who have we got here? We got Bill. Billy.
Bill.
Deebs, Mads. Bloody disappointed, mate. Bloody disappointed. Not going to lie. I was hoping we'd pinch that win. Like, we should have won, right? But anyways, just not meant to be, I guess. Just not meant to be. In saying that, I think this summer we need to get the checkbook out. Okay?
Correct.
Get some big boys up in Sydney. Let's get Charlie and Jamara for the front. Imagine that. Oof. And then we need another key defender because as we can see, Hamling, Melican, Makari was out, but that's fine, right? But we need another key defender. Sam Frost from Hawthorn. He's not getting a game in Hawthorn, so could be a good steal.
Yep.
But
for bugger all too.
Anyways, up the Bloods, up the potty.
Yeah, that's the ilk of player that we sort of need to go for. You've seen Jack Silvani sort of come in talks in the media.
Too injury prone for mine.
For yours.
Too injury prone.
Well, Frosty's got a bit of that too.
Hey, what do you think's priority? Do you think it's a key back or a key forward? What's priority?
Key forward. Like 80-20 split.
I reckon so too.
Well, what gets a deal done for Jamara? 1 year still in contract? Take on all the money in a second rounder?
We'd have to be taking on all the money.
Yeah.
And probably a first round of Deeps, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The guy's, what, 23?
Yeah. Probably.
Let's be honest. It's probably a first year. If he was out of contract, you could probably, if he was a restricted free agent.
Yeah, the in contract thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, puts it up a bit. You're probably right.
I think we can get him, though.
I think it's...
I think it's done.
It's a done
As
deal.
as I said, weeks ago.
Well, did you see in Haynes doing that thing for the Sunday footy show where he offered information, sort of Jamara came up in Sydney conversation, just like he did it off a whim, just didn't really think about it.
Really?
And it came up.
Was that this week?
Yeah, week just gone. Yeah.
Okay. I might have to go back and
I'll
have a
have
look
to
at
send
that.
you the thing with the great man Felix von Hoff.
We're a big he's a big
Big
faithful.
Swannies man.
Yeah,
Part of
beautiful.
the faithful. So that was interesting. We got Mitchy Charles here. I'm sure this will be some trade talk. He's a big trade talk guy.
Yeah, right. He
Mitchy
likes
Charles,
it.
but I might be wrong. But we'll hear from the great
Did
man.
he sort of ramp it up after half time?
Lloyd, Roberts, McInerney, McDonald, Campbell. Hey, maybe even Wilbur. It's time for the Swannies to throw a line over the Sydney Harbour Bridge and throw out some trade bait. Hello, Jamara. Hello, Charlie Curnow. Hello, maybe even Harry Mackay.
No.
We need to do something, True Bloods. It's time. We need to get serious and
Ali Habak.
shift some magnets a little bit because that was pathetic on the weekend.
Marcus Bontempelli.
Bontempelli. Name one difference between Mitchy Charles and Ali Habak. You can't. They're the same.
He didn't have the Bont in there.
He's probably the only one he didn't have in there. He just grabbed Nick Dacos.
Yeah. I'm not for Mackay.
Nah, Mackay.
Mackay?
Charlie Curnow and Harry Mackay.
Mackay. Charlie Curnow, Harry Mackay.
Later. We're not getting Charlie Curnow. We're not getting Harry Mackay. Let's just settle that right here.
Yeah, you don't reckon Curnow's a chance?
No chance.
Curnow.
I want Curnow.
Cur later.
You get Cur later.
Curnow, Charlie.
Yeah.
You
Charles. No, he'll be. I reckon he finds his way down the highway.
To the Catters. So you do reckon he'll move?
I reckon he said he'll stay. That's as good as, a president or a CEO saying, or a coach saying they've got the full support of the board.
Yes, that's right.
But fundamentally, I think he moves. I think he moves for surfability.
Yep.
Big surfer.
Big talk.
Charlie Curnow. Because I want to surf now. I want to surf Charlie Curnow.
Hey, there's good breaks as we spoke to Wixie last week.
Yeah. Out there in Sydney.
Yeah, and you got the Bra boys down at Maroubra.
We should have said that. Who would he rather? Jamara or Curnow?
Curnow, Cur later. Oh, yes. What would you trade, hypothetically, for Charlie Curnow?
I would prefer Jamara over Charlie Curnow.
Hey. Dos, whatever it is, the taco brand. Why not have both? Why not have both, Clarko? You got your Jamaras, you've got your Charlie Curnows.
Let's see what's our top pick?
Well, it's going to be 5 this year, 6, 7.
Yeah, because we're the only one in the sort of bottom 5 that won't have traded away their top draft pick.
So it should be 7 or 8, hypothetically. If we finish 10th, looks likely, probably finish 10th.
It's beautiful.
So 8th, pick 8.
Pick 8 gets it done for either of them, surely.
Well, Curnow's still in contract.
Oh, for what, 6 years?
So it goes through the roof. It's nearly equivalent to.
But if he doesn't want to play there,
yeah, it's just you got to be sick of the Carlton bullshit, don't you?
Have to
eventually. So
you got Luke Sayers getting his penis out. You've got it's just a nightmare.
Big penis tonight. Gee whiz.
There's been 2 penis mentioned. But I mean it's a nightmare there. You can understand why.
I would be more than prepared to give 2 first rounders and take on the salary.
Yeah.
Like that's
That's
how much he
chips
would
in.
change.
That's chips.
Hey,
in.
people were saying Geelong and
Geelong are different, mate.
and Collingwood.
They don't have a salary cap. They're different.
Yeah. So people were saying Collingwood with chips in this year, right?
Yeah.
And look
With
how they've gone.
Dan Houston.
Houston. Yes. Big pronunciation pod. It's but is there a pronunciation thesaurus? Is there one? Or is it just is it Google define?
No,
Google define Kernel.
You know what that's
and
called.
Houston?
You know what that's called.
What's that?
Deeps? That's called phonetics.
Phonetics.
So
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
yeah.
Clearly.
So it's like where you put. It's like putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah.
See how I did that?
Enunciation
Yeah, no.
pod.
So,
Enunciation.
but it's like where you put the emphasis, like Kerno or Kernal or Kerlater.
Yeah, it's like the little umlauts on words and shit. Isn't that what it's called?
What did you say?
An umlaut?
An umlaut. I don't know. I'm not gonna argue with you on that one. You
Yeah,
sound
like,
pretty
you know,
confident
where,
about that.
say,
That's an
like-
accent, like an
correct.
accent.
An umlaut?
Umlaut.
Is it an umlaut? Am I making that up?
Wow.
Can we get a Google define on an umlaut? I reckon I could just be making that up. I wouldn't put it past me.
I wouldn't put it past you either, Devils.
Like, the only word I can think of at the moment is brulee. Like a creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Yeah?
Yep.
Creme? What's it called? And it's the thing above? Yeah.
Hey,
I tell you.
Devils!
Hey, there's that private school education coming out.
Yep.
It's
Finally.
worth all the money. But yeah, we love pronouncing words here at True Bloods.
Hey, I asked a question to the faithful.
Oh, yeah. Where are you going to your Instagrams, are you?
I can go into the Instagram.
I'll go to the Fusser Books and
Umlaut.
umlauts. Who would have thought on True Bloods would be talking
I
about umlauts?
love that.
Go home and Google define that one, Clarko.
Yeah. So when you say Google define, you know you can just Google things. You don't have to. You just Google something at the front and up the top, and
Yeah, when
it
you
just,
search engine send to Google. But I'm just saying Google define, like define
Oh
word.
yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Like
You know, a Google define.
Yeah, understood.
That's just what the general's called.
Just the mail.
It's just about come collect it now if you like. We went with hashtag Ask the Faithful because you're obviously struggling there. I've got it right here. Right? So
I've got it here.
I'll read it out, Clarko. I'm sick of talking about umlauts.
Hashtag Ask the Faithful. With the two best going at each other constantly on Friday, and with it still happening days later off field, who was wrong, who was right, or is it all just good fun?
Now,
Do we want to see more banter on and off the field? Best answers to be featured on the pod.
now let's just pull apart the grammar and stuff of
Oh,
this.
hold on.
Right?
He's brought out umlaut, and now he's the foremost.
No. I'm just asking for education
Yeah,
purposes.
sure.
Later off field with the dot and the comma. What's a dot and a
That's
comma
a semicolon.
called? Semicolon.
Yeah, that's fine.
You use that when you're about to list things, isn't it?
So it's I mean,
Is that
circumstantially, yes. That is essentially what it's
I
alluding
reckon
to
you've
there.
told me off for that before. But anyway.
Told you off for using it.
Yeah.
Or probably because you used it out of context.
Well, I knew the definition, so I reckon I would have been right. But anyway.
Oh, mate, you're probably always right.
No, it's fine. It's fine, buddy. It's all good. So yeah, Paps and Toby going at each other. What's your
Loved it.
personal
you
opinion?
ideally want to win.
Yes.
I loved it. I love stuff like that. That as I say, we need more players to go along with Paps
Some
there
scripts, yeah.
to go, hey, and you know what, highlight of the year, one of the highlights of the year, Hamling and Francis going at Buckley and Taylor.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
That's right.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
We want that all the time. That's watchable. That's watchable. That's why you watch it. Not kicking backwards, mucking around with it, turning it over. Give me the niggle.
Yeah, it would have been nicer if there's some more one-on-one with Green and Papley.
100%.
They didn't get at each other too much, and It
Well,
was-
they're down the opposite end of the ground.
Yeah, and it was more just us remonstrating on Toby for being a dog. 'Cause
But that, you know, that is...
But I love the theatre in the media.
Yep.
The chat off field, post game, you know.
American Aces.
Yes, shout out to your man.
Shout out to my man, Tommy Sheridan.
Yeah, get this guy some Soho cherries. He wants some. He wants some Soho cherries. So shout out to Big Tommy and the Aces. But I loved you know, the play how he's half time, he's called him overweight, and then post game we've got smacked, and Papley's still chirping in the chat, you know, sending some selfies of him eating Maccas to Toby.
So what Toby meant was he was underdone.
Yes, underdone, yeah.
And which makes sense because Paps isn't fat, right? And Paps was saying to Jake Stringer that he's fat, and that is correct because Jake Stringer is constantly a bit tubby. But the fact of the matter is, that's all great. Yeah. That's all great. And they're all, guys, newsflash, they're obviously all mates off the field. Obviously. Yeah. They all live in the same area. You think they all live in Western Sydney? No. They all live in probably a 5 kilometre radius of each other. All of them.
But they do it well to create the genuine rivalry on field.
There is genuine rivalry, right?
Yeah.
That is, the rivalry is up there currently with the showdown and the derby.
Yeah.
Derby.
Fine.
For yours?
Yeah.
Derby? I'll say Derby. I'll back Deebs in. Pronunciation wise.
That's right.
Wow. We need more of it. We need more players going along with it. You want to be. It's theatre.
It is.
It's theatre. Let's go to some of the faithful.
Some of the faithful. Tezza Sam, Toby is a grub.
Which is true, but you want him on your team. A lot of people think that about Papley.
Yeah. I'll go with Robert Boddington.
Yes.
Big Bods. He says every team has a firecracker. They jostle, they snap, and goad.
Goad, like you sort of try and bring them down to your level and sort of, I guess, bait them.
That's right.
You know?
The opposition.
Yeah.
Rival clubs hate them, but it's good for the theatre of the game. The back and forth between them was great. However, there's a huge difference between Toby v Tommy banter and dropping an elbow on a pinned head and trying to kick someone in the groin with studs. I think you've got to separate Toby's banter and his skill level, which are both all-time, with his decisions to willingly try and hurt players. It's not sportsmanlike, and it's these decisions that are a massive blight on players who should be remembered amongst the all-time great tier players.
Do you reckon he's just an idiot, or do you reckon he just gets white line fever?
White line fever, bro.
Yeah.
White line fever.
I reckon there's a little bit of both.
Yeah. A bit of idioto.
Yeah, he's an idioto. Stupido.
Yes.
Stupido.
But look, I think he's removed it from his game a lot in the last 5 years, I would say. And it's just, you know, an old dog doesn't.
A leopard doesn't change his spots.
That's one I would have gone with.
Old dog, new tricks.
Old dog, new tricks. That's right.
Deemak. Where was it? No one is wrong. Both competitors are making New South Wales footy a spectacle to attend and support either team. Play on. It's great theatre. Both great for the game and love it. You could tell Toby Green was up for a win, swinging elbows everywhere, which all players do. Do you know what? The heel into Dane Rampy.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're not going to, this is a stupid thing the AFL have done. You wouldn't read about it, Alessi. The AFL have done something stupid. Shock horror. They've set what we call a precedent or a precedent, depending on how you grew up.
Yeah, where you're from.
Where you went to school,
That's
Deeps.
right.
Just a couple of private school boys just trying to be podcast hosts. I mean, you've just basically said it's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're going to have to jostle with whatever comes out of that. And any good lawyer will be able to get people off for doing something similar.
Yeah, that's right. Very good, Mads. I think we all love the theatre for the game. You know, we need what Paps brings from a few others, I think. and I think the game would be better off for it
100%.
for sure.
Agree.
But we might drop it there and get into the game against the Dons.
Go, boys. This July, True Bloods is brought to you by, once again, the Clovelly Hotel, the unofficial Sydney Swans social club by the sea. Whether you're dissecting the midfield mix or debating the best halfback pairing, there's no better spot than Clovelly's coastal oasis. And if you're a code-switching sports tragic, get down to the Clovelly for the British and Irish Lions tour, showing all the action live and loud, whether it's Wallabies, Lions, Roaring Fans, and ice-cold schooners or doozies, we have it all at the Clovelly Hotel. So whether it's AFL or rugby or just good vibes, make the Clovelly Hotel your sporting home this July.
Welcome back to True Blood.
Yes.
Big game. Not so big game, but we'll try and keep it entertaining for you, Faithful. We're playing the Dons. They are ravaged by injury. Yeah, I think the VFL had a good win on the weekend, Matt. So we might start here from the great man, Catsy,
I would really like that.
because he's done it tough in the VFL this year, and it's good for him to be getting some results down there, and it always helps us with selection. So let's hear from the great man.
Thieves faithful, strung 2 in a row here, 28-point winners west of the town at Energy Stadium in Greater Western Sydney. If you don't mind, the boys got away with a 28-point win. Corey Warner, best on ground, getting plenty of the footy across the park, 28 possessions, and really playing well in that midfield role. Again, the discussion is open to the faithful. Does that translate into the ones? We shall see. Pistol Pete Laddams coming in close behind with a very strong performance and a couple of sausage rolls. Riley Bice, building again, really ranking quite well. Unlucky not to get on the scoreboard, but really getting those valuable touches. Benny Patton got out of the grave from injury last week. Pretty dominant. Ollie Florent, enough of the footy, but not enough to be knocking on the door. Poor bugger's in no man's land. It's like looking for a black cat in a coal mine with this kid. I just don't know where he's going to end up. Will Green keeps going. The improvement has been astonishing in the past month. Caden Cleary couldn't get on the scoreboard. Got his hands on it across the park. Not too bad by hand and foot. Robbie Fox continues to build. Taylor Adams, very solid for the half that he did play. Paddy Snell, pretty good. And probably as well as I've seen him play in some time. He's just got to keep pushing up. Jesse Detoli, mate, if he's not playing next week, who is? 3 sausage rolls, if you don't mind. Caleb Mitchell, pretty quiet. And Tommy Hanley, unfortunately not hitting the scoreboard as much as he'd like, but still a couple of touches around the ground. Marked improvement. I'd say after last week's disappointment, there will be a couple of ins and outs that we will see. Unsure what that looks like when it comes to Ollie Florent, though. It's just not convincing. Anyway, that'll do. Up the potty, up the Bloods.
It's fascinating,
Yes,
isn't it?
It is. Corey Warner reprieve.
Is that the move?
Don't know.
Don't think it's the move.
What's the move for you?
The move for me,
So
you got to replace McLean, right? You got to replace McLean and you got to replace Hamling.
correct. 2 talls.
Is there a Pistol Pete Laddams out there for us?
Oh, there looks like that forward of the pill.
Yep.
I think there is. Eshe.
Eshe,
Bicycle
bah.
For a Wongle.
Just quickly, I watched.
Just quickly.
You'll like this. I've got this. I watched this movie starring your man Spanion.
Yes.
Now this
Hurus.
movie,
Hurus.
this movie was made in Western Sydney in a couple of years ago
Yep.
about some sort of unsavoury types out in Western Sydney.
Tell me about that, Adlai.
It's a shocking movie, but you'll find it humorous. So I suggest you watch it. It's called Neverland.
Neverland, sure.
Now, I think we've got Eshe.
Yep.
Who came back in for? So was it Goldstein who was back in for them last week?
Goldstein.
And Nate Caddy?
Nate Caddy didn't play. Oh, yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He did. He was out the week before, didn't he? So, yes, Goldstein played 28 hit outs. Peter Wright chopping out in the ruck. Jordan Ridley got subbed off, maybe injured. Not sure.
Well, you got Hobbs. Hobbs out. Well, he's a test, but he's not really probably someone to be worried about, I wouldn't have thought. This has just got the makings of one of the worst games of football ever played.
It'd be interesting our attitude, wouldn't it? If Grundy, Warner, Haynes, and Errol all play, it's like we should drub them.
They will all play.
If they're all playing, we drub them.
We should have drubbed them last time, and bloody none of them were playing deeps.
Yeah, that's
except
right.
Warner and Grundy. We should have smacked them.
Yeah.
We came back from bloody 5 goals down.
Yeah.
It was one of the most abhorrent displays of competitive league football I've ever seen, Deeps.
Yeah. That was a depressing time, wasn't it?
And you were in bed.
I was. Crook as.
Tell you what, that's going to be what this game is, Deeps. It's going to be cool.
Now, your man, Andy McGrath.
My man, Andy McGrath.
Coming off a legacy game against the Bloods.
Proceeded,
Does he get a tag from James Jordan?
Well, mate, you know what's funny? Much in the same way that you said, we don't need to worry.
Get bent by what you know, Jared.
Just when you said we don't need to worry about milkshakes, and he goes on a legacy game, I said the same bloody thing.
It wasn't quite a legacy game.
About Andy McGrath.
Yes.
And he tore us to shreds.
He had 39 disposals and kicked 4 goals.
Yeah, that is just abhorrent.
But
I don't know if there's a role for James Jordan.
Let's just play Braden Campbell as the dour defender on him.
Yeah, I want. This is a good moment for Braden Campbell the next 5 weeks.
They might chuck him around. He's one who might get some opportunity.
Yep.
Be a bit more offensive. You'd hope so. There is that talk of dropping these tags, worry about your game, see if you can get your offensive game. That's what a lot of the top teams are doing. That might filter down and through, and we may play with a bit more freedom, since there's not, finals on the line anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, look, I'm really looking for another bumper performance from Brodie McGrundy here. He's against their B grade ruckman. Sam Draper's not there. They're going to be mucking around with a Goldstein or even a Peter Wright.
Yeah, Goldstein's cooked. He's just 39 and still running around and just doing it. Because he has to.
Yeah, correct.
I think, he'd be sore as not training. Brody should be able to get the better of him.
But who comes in? Eshe and who else?
I'll tell you who I'd want to see after hearing that VFL report.
Detoli?
No. I would like to see him, though.
Yeah.
But not who I had in mind. Hamling been playing in defence, right?
Yeah.
Bring in Paddy Snell.
Why not?
Kinnear raved about him. Thought he was going to be the next Craig Bolton. And I just think
it's a big call.
He's been on the list for 18 months.
Bring him in.
Yeah, it's not like they got Nate Caddy up forward, down forward, however you want to say it. I've adjusted well to that.
You've adjusted on the fly. You've done it on a dime.
I can't even tell you anyone. Isaac Kako.
Yeah, he's your sort of.
Oh, Peter Wright too.
Yeah. 2 meter 5 seater 6 litre.
Yes, that's right. And Perkins, or is he injured?
Archie Perkins.
It's Archie Roberts there. I don't even know who Archie Roberts is.
This is just, we need to put a pin in this, I think so.
We just don't care about Essendon.
I don't care, yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just the sting's just out of it, Clarko.
It is.
We'll come back better next week after a dub.
Do you know what? It's a development area for us as well. We're in uncharted waters here, Faithful. We're going to do our best to get you through the next 5 weeks and beyond. But it's just a bit flat at the moment. I don't care. I don't care about Isaac Kako.
No.
Right?
Really
don't. I don't care about Peter Wright.
Here's one for you who I know you definitely don't care about.
Who's that?
Matt Guelphy.
Oh, no. Do you know what? I've actually got a lot of time for Matt Guelphy.
Do you?
No, I don't care about Matt Guelphy.
Oh, have we just put the Clarko spell on him and Guelphy has kicks 4
correct,
or 5?
Correct. Swans by how far,
well,
mate?
who do you invite to the party
Mate,
from the
at
Swannies?
this point.
Oh,
buddy.
I'm sorry, faithful.
Buddy.
I really am.
Tom Papley, 4 goals.
Pappers.
The
Paps.
Paps.
Up the Papa. Hey, how are my invitations of late? Wilbur on the first half. You know, what did he have? 3 goals before half time and then didn't touch it.
Mate, I was in the snow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I know
Well,
he
I
kicked
invited
1.
him. He kicked 3.
He kicked 3?
He kicked 3 in the first half. He was taking.
I reckon the
he was
KO
taking contested grabs between 3 defenders.
I reckon the KO mini jibbed me of a few goals then.
100%. Yep, the great Will Hayward kicked 3 and he had the pressure tackles going and invites were going great.
Is there an invite out there for Juzzy?
Always.
Fix your kicking style.
This pull your game apart
Yeah.
and change it.
Yeah. Everything you've been doing up until this point, just reset it.
Invite for mine,
For yours.
James Rowbottom.
Yeah. What do you want him to do?
I want him to have 22 possessions, 1 goal,
Or a snag.
and 11 tackles.
He used to love a snag, 11 tackles.
Kicked the goal against the Saints.
Yes, he did.
Rowie. Ah, shit. All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
Swannies by how far?
It's 6 goals. Has to be.
Yeah,
We're the best of the worst.
11 goals.
Yeah. Good. I like it.
11
I
goals.
like it. Well, it doesn't matter now.
No. The ESPN footy tipping
Yes.
competition, Clarko.
This still matters, ladies and gentlemen.
Not to us because we are a disgrace to the tipping. But in 10th position, Greg on the Goldie.
Yes, Greg.
Hope Vanuatu was really nice, Greg.
Yes.
In 9th position, Swanee 89, Joel G.
Jolly.
These guys are all on 125. We've got Buxy 8, Wish List, Hopesy. Hopesy's on 126. He's in 6th. Also on 126, Belly's Banter.
Yes.
She's gone from 10th to 5th.
Bellstar.
She'd be very happy with that.
Yes.
There's got to be some upsets out there for you, Belly. You're 2 behind. Schmitty 17 in 4th. Paddy the Baddie.
McGarrigle.
Paddy, the Irishman. He was riding St Kilda home hard in that last quarter. He had them.
Yeah, he had him, didn't he?
As did we. So we got one
Yes.
on horse. Because I think horse is on the same as us now in the celebrity tipping.
Did Meg Lanning, who did Meg Lanning tip?
We tipped all the same as Meg.
Fuck.
So we're equal with Meg. We got Isabel Lowe, who is 1 behind Joshy Maxwell, who has taken the lead.
You're kidding.
Nah, 128.
I'm on 116 deeps.
Same, mate. 96th I am. So it all starts off Thursday night. We've played these teams in the last few weeks. Western Bulldogs, GWS at Don Dome.
GWS, after what we saw, they can't beat anyone. Western Bulldogs can't beat anyone. ahead of them.
above them.
Yeah.
GWS outsiders. That third quarter, you know that quarter of footy that we saw back in like 23 or 21?
Against GWS? Yeah.
It was like
Where
that
we went
against
berserk.
us.
Yeah.
Berserk. Friday night, Adelaide and Hawthorn.
Adelaide. At Adelaide
Adelaide.
Oval. It's only because at Adelaide Oval, Leslie.
Yep.
I'm not being a smart ass.
Nothing personal.
I reckon they're premiership favourites for mine.
For yours.
Thank you.
You've been on them a long time.
Yeah.
Saturday, we've got the D's and the West Coast.
Melbourne. Melbourne.
Milkshakes, Melksham.
Yes.
Have you ever seen
Milkshake Melksham's Melbourne.
Have you ever seen a club in? Could Sunday Grenache Hour been down by 48 points at halftime or at 3/4 time happen to a better club and lost?
It's very funny.
How happy were you?
Did
you love it?
I did. It was fucking unbelievable.
It was
wasn't
unbelievable. Talk about theatre.
Talk about theatre, and talk about not having limited on-field leadership for that quarter. That actually, if that hadn't happened, there'd be a much bigger microscope on us, I reckon.
Yes, for sure.
That
Definitely.
saved us.
Very, very much so. Saturday Arvo. 2 games at the same time again. What's going
Stupid.
on? What's going on, man?
Stupid.
What's going on?
They just make poor choice after poor choice.
Can we get you in at AFL HQ?
I'd love to.
Be good, wouldn't it?
Shake things up.
Tom, we're here.
He's oh, fuck, I thought I got away from this bloke.
Gold Coast or Richmond? Gold Coast. What did you think of them against Brisbane? Pretty impressive.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Drubbed them.
Smacked them.
Drubbed them in the wet. Kicked 130 points.
Berserk.
Impressive.
Nobody's safe.
That's right. Schwannies win. We've got Collingwood and the Lions.
I might get there this one, but I think Collingwood. I think Collingwood.
Brisbane Lions. Brisbane
That'd be
Lions.
good.
They'll kick the winning
You
score.
know what would be good? A bit of Zorko into Nick Dacos.
Yes. Nick, this is Dane.
Yeah. Hi, Nick. I'm Dane.
Dane. Sunday. Oh, jeez. Clarko.
It's going to be a
God
hard-
help me.
It's going to
God
be
me.
tough
All right,
5 weeks.
Sunday, we've got St Kilda and North Melbourne.
Saints.
Saints, North Melbourne. Fucking hell.
It's a traditional 140 time slot on a Sunday.
We've got down at GMHBA down the highway, we've got Geelong and Port.
Geelong.
Geelong. Ooh.
Port season. What a shit season. The whole bottom 9 are out.
Yeah. No, we haven't seen that for a while either.
Mm.
And then Grenache, Fremantle and Galton.
Fremantle.
Tips submitted. Very good. Clarko, we'll bounce back next week.
We'll bounce back. We'll be back and better than ever. And we've got ideas of how to make the next few weeks really, 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 really fun.
That's right. Just a bit of therapy. Talk through it.
Yep.
You always feel better when you get your emotions out. Apologies if we're little bit flat. We've just spoken through it. Clarko's been camping. You know, I've been just sitting there talking to myself.
Been
about the Schwannies.
camping in your bed.
Camping. Yes, that's right. But, yeah, shout out, everyone. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Enjoy Saturday afternoon. Schwannies bounce back.
Schwannies.
And we go again. Do you want to throw us out this week, mate?
Yeah, I could.
I can change it up.
This has been True Bloods, the number 1 independent Sydney Swans fan podcast. As Deebs always says, we're number 1 in the hearts and we're number 1 on the charts. Speaking words of wisdom
Up
up the potty.